guys made a really incredible run in the second half of last season. Players like Mickey are going to be really happy about the QSS changes. He's like, yeah, more Zed bans, or maybe get to play Zed once in a while.
Indeed.
It's going to be great.
They do have a couple substitute players. Lindarang has role swapped as a sub into the top lane, so he will be backing up Ikssu, and we still have SeongHwan as the jungle backup for Lira. But they've been pretty consistent. They actually didn't make any substitutions last season, so I don't really expect to see anything new from them when it comes to swapping up players in their roster.
That's true. Now, they interviewed these guys before the season began, and Ikssu actually said in the interview that he was the best top laner in LCK. Well, that's a bold claim, Ikssu.
He's the best Poppy, maybe.
I mean, okay, maybe.
You could make that argument, perhaps.
Maybe.
I wouldn't even make that argument, but we'll see what he's got. Even Lindarang was saying in his interview that he thought Ikssu was at the top of the heap when it came to top laners.
Yeah. And on the other side of the arena is the new, more polished, more refined Longzhu Gaming.
Yeah, cutting several members. Zeus, Flame, and Captain Jack are all gone from this roster because they always have to have a dash of CJ Blaze. They have picked up Emperor, formerly of G2, but it will be Fury starting tonight. And, of course, Crash will be the other main substitute player on this roster. So they have finally, after a disappointing 7th place finish with all of their ultra star talent, they've finally settled on this roster, so we won't probably be seeing as much switching and flipping around. But
that seems to be what it's going to be. I mean, again, in the interview that I read before the show that these guys had done, they were saying that they felt that the locked roster that they have, the more or less locked roster, has helped a lot. The communication is a lot better on the team. So maybe we're going to see this squad be kind of the team we thought they were going to be last season.
Well, we'll have to see. I do think that all their individual performances, with the exception of Fury, were generally solid. Especially Expession was one of the best laning top laners, frequently getting a large CS advantage on his opponent.
Yeah.
Fury, though, he played a great Jhin last season, but basically he also performed overall very poorly on essentially every other champion. So I am not too convinced with him yet. It's unfortunate because when he was on Samsung before his ban, he looked like a rising star, and then he has been experiencing some hang-ups, let's say, this year.
Well, it is interesting. I mean, every one of these players commented on the communication issues in these questions they were asked, except for Crash, who said that he was known for being cute in high school. So a little bit different focus for those interviews, I guess.
Crash still #1 in Korean solo queue, by the way. And Afreeca Freecs versus Longzhu Gaming. We see 5th versus 7th place. Afreeca Freecs went on a tear to end the season with a 10-8 record.
Yeah, that's right. You can really see the power of Sangyoon down in the bot lane at that AD position. Pretty great KDA for 2016 spring.
Well, and Ikssu will still be able to play a lot of these tanks top, which is one of the reasons why we experienced the Afreeca Freecs rise. Also because he consistently got Poppy when a lot of the other champions were banned. Target bans, pocket bans, and Mickey mostly. Yeah,
and looking at the stats between these two top laners, overall, I mean, it's mostly the KDA kind of favoring Expession a little bit, but he is that stronger laning top laner. So there you go.
Expession, honestly, his individual performance was quite solid last season. He showed a lot of diversity. He always has these weird split push picks that, for his entire career, he can pull out at any given time.
I think he's better than Ikssu. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced by Iksu's claim of being the best top laner in LCK.
He could have done a lot of work over the past month and a half, Doa.
All you got to say is Smeb exists. So in a world where Smeb can go from where he was to the state he's in now, anybody can really become the best top laner.
That's true. Ikssu was never the worst top laner in this league.
He was never, Ikssu at his worst was never as bad as Smeb was at his worst. Not by a long shot, actually.
No, not anywhere close.
It's pretty incredible.
There he is. Coach Kong and Lust Boy entering the booth here for Longzhu Gaming, our brand new shiny booths.
That's right. Lust Boy looking like he's going to go and sell some insurance door to door.